This week on The Rock, we examine a newly formed local environmentalist group. Next, we see how students are enjoying the new gym. And finally, we close with a story about students and their socks. All that and more this week on The Rock.
Welcome back to the Rock AHS. I'm Lily Rose Day.
And I'm Allie Perez. To start off our show for today, let's learn a little bit about an environmentalist group known as Extinction Rebellion.
Gabe Burnett and Rowan Toll made a segment highlighting a newly formed local chapter of the organization and their efforts to spread their message around town.
On Friday, November 22nd, the Anacortes Extinction Rebellion had a meeting in the public library at 4 p.m. to help introduce their group and their goals to the community. Until now, most of the group's meetups and discussions have been kept largely under wraps. They helped with the student protest in October, but other than that, they haven't really come out into the open about their plans. Despite this, the meeting in November was the first to be open to the public, allowing members of the community to see what the group was all about. Julia Frisbee, the leader of Extinction Rebellion, helped explain what the group was, as well as the details of their movement and the challenges they've all had.
So originally a group of young parents got together. We're all feeling a lot of urgency around climate change because we got kids who are going to have to come of age during like a series of cascading disasters unless we do something about it. And so we got together and we did a lot of research about the groups that existed in town. So we're starting really small. Our first action was to support the students' climate strike on September 27th. We showed up with a PA system and wouldn't let any grown-ups use the mic because we knew that if the grown-ups got it, the kids would never get it back. So that was our first action, and then our second action has been chalking. We've done a lot of sidewalk chalk, which is like kind of illegal, kind of not illegal, depending on how good your lawyer is and like how lenient the judge is, and we haven't gotten in trouble for it yet. There's been like some community discussion around whether or not it's okay, but we're going for it because it's a great way to get the word out that you should come to a welcome meeting for XR, or just go get involved with the Activist Student Union if you're a student at the high school, because the Activist Student Union is like our most amazing inspirational partner that we have.
If you want to get involved, just contact Julia Frisbee at xr.anacortes@gmail.com. From the Rock at AHS, I'm Gabe Burnett.
Wow, it's great to see community members come together to spread awareness on issues they're passionate about.
Hey, Allie, were you at the opening of the gym this past Tuesday?
I was. It was really exciting to finally be back in the gym after so long. In fact, I actually helped Griffin Rovat and Megan Jackson with this next segment.
Some student opinions on the newly renovated gymnasium are in this segment.
I'm here standing outside the new gym at the first home game of the season. Because this is the first time people have been allowed inside of the new gym, we decided to hear their opinions. We talked to some students and some supporters of the sport just to see how this new gym is going to affect them this year. What are your thoughts on the new gym?
I really like it. I like the colors. I think it looks bigger and the bathrooms are hard to find, but we can manage finding them.
What are your thoughts on the new gym?
The court is super nice. I mean, seeing the basketball players run around and shoot hoops, it's beautiful. It's a great new court.
What are your thoughts on the new gym?
I think it looks great. It reminds me a bit of a movie theater, but otherwise they did a really good job on it.
What has been the hardest part about the construction?
I think probably practice schedule. We've practiced in multiple different places already. We've been practicing at Fidalgo, and that's really old. And this is a lot newer. The floor is good, and it's nice to be able to play in front of your home crowd again.
From the Rock at Anacortes High School, I'm Allie Perez.
Congratulations to the boys basketball teams for winning their first game of the season.
Next up, the next varsity home game is tomorrow. at 7:15 p.m. Make sure to show up to support your Seahawks.
Now, to close off our show for today, we have quite a unique segment about socks.
Maddie Hamblin and Maddie Snyder decided to gather some student and staff opinions regarding the two pieces of cloth that cover our feet, also known as
Socks.
Socks, a daily thing many people may overlook, but some people see it as a way to express themselves. We interviewed a few people to hear about what they think.
Socks, I mean, socks are like the entry level into the accessory world.
Socks are, an expression of your identity.
I think they're amazing, and they bring happiness to me and so many other people, and they don't get enough credit.
Fuzzy socks. I like the ones with like the little Christmas patterns. I have ones that look like koala bears and they have little ears that stick out.
Fuzzy wool socks, especially during winter, because they have all sorts of crazy, colorful designs.
I've got lots of food socks, hamburgers, hot dogs, tacos, takeout.
One thing we found out was the big debate about sleeping with socks on.
I don't like it. It's gross.
I would not say that I'm for it.
I personally sleep in socks because they keep me warm.
I believe that it's okay if it's cold out.
I think everybody should sleep in socks. Keeps your feet nice and warm.
If it's hot though, and you're sweating, then you're basically sleeping in a pool, like an encased pool of your sweat, and that is psychotic. That alone is psychotic.
I hate seeing people without socks, so I think socks are pretty important.
I personally like to wear a lot of socks with funky designs on them.
It sounds sort of dumb, but they're like another way to express yourself, I guess.
Socks. They're still overlooked by many, but those few will keep socks near and dear in their heart. Reporting from The Rock, I'm Maddie Snyder.
Wow, that segment really knocked my socks off. Well, that wraps up our show for today.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email them to therock@isd103.org. We always love to hear your input.
With that, I'm Allie Perez.
And I'm Lily Rose Day.
And from our rock to yours, have a great day, AHS.